Alright, in this video we're going to go through GetResponse. I'm going to do it as if I have a new account. So click on the link and choose sign up for free. And then create a free account. Nope, let's change that. Okay, we have to activate the account. Once it's loaded, once you've verified, you fill in the rest of the information. Okay, let's fix that. Oh, okay, now we're in. The first thing we have to do is we have to create a list. Okay, and so there's a default list here. We just want to use that as the main list. But we create a new one. Let's say we are creating a campaign. We'll just call it, just for the sake of this example, we'll call it campaign underscore A, and it has to be all small letters. Okay. Oh, let's give it this name. Okay, so this is the name that we just created. So we created a list, all right? So what we want to do is we want to fix the settings. So when we click on the settings, this is the list name. Now we want to give it a list title so that we can remember the name of the list. Okay, so let's call it campaign A, and then campaign A database. Okay, we can leave the category. You can keep it in Malay, or you can change it to English. For this example, I'm going to use English. Okay, and we can leave everything else on here. So we click Save. Okay, so we're done with this part. Then we go to subscription. We want to get a subscription notification when somebody signs up into our list, and that should go to the email address that you had set in the very first place. and you can leave everything else the same. And then now we save, and then we go to confirmation message. You can leave everything the same and then just hit save. So now think of it this way. The list is where all the people go into. Now we want to have a way to get people to be able to go into the list. And the way we do that is with a landing page. Okay. So next is we go to menu. You click landing page. We want to create a landing page. And in this example, I think a lot of you have tried it already. We're going to do something extremely simple. Let's see. I'll choose this one because it has a video already. So the name of the landing page, give it any name that you want, but I'm going to call it Campaign A. Hit next step. And this should load the editing page of the landing page. Okay, so we'll use a simple one here. Let's say I want to put my company brand. Okay, so we would change the picture. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to shift this. We'll keep this here, but shift it up a little bit. Okay. It's very simple to use. Just use your mouse and drag. And then we want to bring in the picture. We'll put it here. And we're going to replace the picture. We're going to add a picture file. So I have one ready. We're going to use a picture that I have prepared. And just drag it in. And when it uploads, click add. When the picture is added in, just press use. So that brings this here. Now, we have to resize it. Okay. And you can do a lot of things. You can bring in any picture that you want. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so let's just adjust this here. Adjust the headline. We can put in any headline that you want. You want it to be catchy and attract attention. For example, let's say it's a bridal company getting married soon, for example. And then remember, I had mentioned that we want to try to keep the first letter of each headline capital. And I prefer play around with your fonts, but I prefer using this font called Verdana or Trebuchet or Tahoma, but I prefer Verdana. Okay, so let's adjust the size. Okay, let's say we have that. If it's not that kind of title, then it'll be would you like to something like that. Okay, and then you can give a supporting statement. For example, free live training session, and then you can adjust this as well. and I always change it to Verdana. And once again, you don't have to use Verdana. You can use any font that you like. Okay, so the next part we're going to do is we're gonna fix this. This is where your sign up box is. Okay, so you want to change this to, for example, let's move it back over here. Get free gives here. Okay, then to change the box, actually, let's do this instead. Let me check something here. There. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the web form fields, and this is where you can add, you can make it be your name. Okay. It can be first name and last name, and it's required. Email is automatically required. And let's say you want to have phone number, put in mobile phone. And you can make it required also. So let's click OK and see what happens. So this comes in here. So we got to adjust it when we bring it in. We want to change the size and change it to, now for the boxes here, I like to use, let's see, I like to use the Tahoma because it looks a little bit more official. And then I like to make it a little bit smaller. And then, okay, I won't do the complete adjustments here, but of course we want to put this here. Okay. And you can play around with how it moves around. The purpose of this is just for me to show you how to put it in. Okay, so let's say I want to make a little bit more space here. I can shift this down. Oh, we want to shift the whole box. Okay, we shift the box first, and then we shift this down. Now, if you want to replace the existing box, I'm going to show you how to do it right now. What we want to do is we want to add a new section. Click on that, drag it in. And sometimes it might go down below, but that's fine. So how you add in a box is you use a static form. So you take the static form, you drag it in, and that's the static form right there. Okay, and you can change all these things. All right, let's change the background color so we can see it. Just change that. Okay, so these are the things that you can put in. All right. So if you want a different kind of form, all you got to do is to put in a different kind of form, all you got to do is go here, choose static forms, and that's it. All right. Now, let's say we want to change the video. If you want to bring a video in, what you do is you take this and you drag it to anywhere on the page, wherever you want the video, and you double click and you put in the URL there. For example, let me choose one. And then put it in this box here, and then click embed, and your video is in. Okay, but let's say you want to use the existing video, same thing, put the URL there. And I always recommend using a YouTube video. Maybe you record your own YouTube video, okay? And then put some content here that makes sense for the video. So that's how you bring a video in. That's how you bring your web form in. This is to collect the information, the name, the email, the phone number. And then just add in some content. Maybe you want to add in testimonials. If you want to add in pictures, once again, I showed you how to do that over here. You can resize the picture. You can change the background. You can even change this background here. This blue background, you can change it. You can change this. Everything can be adjusted. Now, there's one thing to remember. You need to save it. Okay, so we hit save. And then you have to wait until it's saving. Then you check the mobile. Okay, so you want to make sure that you can view it on mobile as well. So, okay, let's go mobile. And you don't need to do any editing here. Okay, you just need to make sure that it's optimized for mobile. Okay, then we hit save. Then we go back to the desktop version. And then let's say we're happy with everything, right? Let's say we're happy with everything. You hit save again. Okay. And then what we want to do is when someone gives the name, the email, the phone number, we want to say thank you to them. So when they fill in this information, what's going to happen is they're going to click sign up now. Immediately it's going to go to a thank you page. I'm not going to make any adjustments here because it's the same thing as what I just showed you. Put in pictures, put in some text, and then that's it. That's how you create your own landing page. You can on GetResponse you can create so many, as many as you want. All right. What's important here is that you go to next step. Okay, let me just, remember I said that we had to do the mobile version. You got to do it for the thank you page as well. So I will just do without the mobile version because I already showed you how to do that. Okay, so when we hit next step, these are the landing page settings. Okay, so this is your page title. Give it a description here. All right, look at this. Put in whatever information that you want here. You can customize the name. Okay, if the name is taken already in the system, then you cannot use it, but you can give it any name that you want. All right, we just give it a name. All right, and then you want to choose the list that it goes in. Remember, because this is campaign A, we're going to go into campaign A. Now, on this one, I normally recommend that you switch it off. We don't want to confirm opt-in because somebody already entered their name, their email, their phone number. Okay. So when you confirm opt-in, they'll actually get an extra email saying, do you want to get the information from this landing page? And normally we just, switch it off. Okay. So, you can leave these two blank. All right. And then hit publish. When you hit publish, you can view your landing page. Okay. So you can take a look at, you can see how it looks like. So whatever you created will be here. All right. And you can get as creative as you want. You can arrange everything. Everything is customizable. So now we're done with the landing page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and create an autoresponder. So we'll close this. Let me just clean it up a little bit. So we're going to go to autoresponder, and then we're going to create an autoresponder. Okay, for the first autoresponder, it's going to be day 0 because it's going to be sent immediately, same time as the sign up time. And then if let's say you're going to you want to send a second email, you can put day 1, and I normally put same time as the sign up time. All right, make sure that this is correct. This is correct. This is where the email is coming from. If someone replies, this is where you're going to receive their email. Okay, now we want to change this to campaign 1 because what we were doing is we created the list campaign 1, we created the landing page campaign 1, and now this responder is going to go to campaign 1. Now you want to name your responder so that you always know which list is which. Campaign A auto responder, but you can give it any name. All right. Now, how do you want to stand out in the recipient's inbox? Okay, we want to put their first name, and right there. So their first name is there, and then give it a subject. Thank you for your request. Okay. Then next, what we're going to do is we're going to design a message, and it's going to ask if you want to use their template. We're going to just do a very simple one. Let's choose a simple one. Okay, let's just pick this one. And you can pick any template. All right. The editing is the same as the landing page. You can put in all the things that you want to put in exactly like the landing page. I'm not going to make changes because I'm not going to show you how to edit. But let's say everything's ready. When everything is ready, you click next, and you should see it right here. Okay, so let's say this is the email that you designed and it's all ready to go, and you click save and publish. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things first. Okay, let's go to list, verify we have campaign A1. All right, it's ready to go. The next thing that we want to see is the landing page. We want to see that it's published and it's ready to go. And the next thing that we want to see is the autoresponder, and it's ready to go. Now, let's say you want to send out another responder, another autoresponder. What you're going to do, instead of going through everything again, what you're going to do is you're going to hit duplicate, and it'll be an exact duplicate of what you had done in the first place. All right. So autoresponder, we're going to send it 24 hours later. Okay. So we add day 1, and then everything else is the same here. Maybe you want to change the subject. Have you received your, let's call it free gifts. But you can make any subject that you want. Then you're going to edit the message because this one here is an exact copy of your first email. Okay, so let's say you want to edit your message, and then you make the changes that you want, and then you hit next. Okay, let's make one change here. Okay. So we're in. We're done. All right. Save and publish. Sorry, the computer was just running a little bit slow. So now we have 2. what we want to do is we want to change the names, okay, so that we know which is which. But we know that this one will be sent immediately because it's 0, and we know that this will be sent the next day because it's 1. But we want to change the names so that we're very clear, okay? So we change it to autoresponder 1. And then once you do that, you update it, and it should change the name, okay? And this is autoresponder number 1 is still being sent immediately. Autoresponder being sent on the first day. We edit it and give it a new name. We add number 2, and then we go to the bottom. We go to the bottom and we hit update. And now we have it. And that's the whole process of creating a GetResponse account, creating a list, creating a landing page and a thank you page, how to put the headline in, how to adjust it, how to put graphics or pictures in, how to put a video in, and how to bring a web form to collect contact info. And then we created a responder to be sent out immediately. And then we created the second responder, responder number 2. And you can create number 3 and number 4. Now with this whole process, you can create campaigns for different products, different services. Just remember to give it a unique name so that you can remember as soon as you see the title, you can remember that campaign A is for, let's say, product A. Campaign B is for product B. Campaign C is for campaign C. And that is how you create your landing page with your attaching it to your list and sending out a responder to the people that request for information. Please use this system. It will help you, and it'll help you keep track of all the additional potential customers that you might have. You can use it bakery, you can use it for wedding, you can use it for songket, you can use it for travel, you can use it for life insurance, writing wills, selling coffee. You can use it for any product and any service that you have. All right? Thank you.